what's up? Today I'm going to be doing my newly updated NFL tier list, how I think teams are going to do. My voice seems like a little quiet and stuff because I have a sore throat, so I'm not 100%, but let's get into it. The New Orleans Saints, they had a pretty good draft. Honestly, I think they're gonna, and they especially adding Derek Carr to their team. I'm gonna say potential wild card maybe. A lot of people might think that's a hot take, but I think that's gonna happen. So, Dolphins, that's a tough one, kind of, because honestly, I don't know about the Dolphins. Tua's not healthy, I think they're just some flawed playoff makers. Oh, wait, why does the logo look so much different? At the Baltimore Ravens, they signed Lamar Jackson. Well, actually, Lamar Jackson won the league, but they franchise tagged him. Stays on the team, so they're a potential wild card for me. And we got the Bengals, who are Super Bowl contenders. As much as I hate the Bengals, yes, they are Super Bowl contenders. Now, this is the tough one. The Broncos. Honestly, I'm going to say they almost make it. Almost making it by like 7 and 10. So that's what I mean by them. Something like that. I don't know. They could have a surprise year. So I think the Giants last year weren't too bad. Honestly, they weren't too bad. They weren't too great, but they weren't too bad. But honestly, oh, guys, if you might be like, hey, isn't potential wild, like,
I slept for 5 hours.
I know. So now we got playoff teams. So I'm gonna say you're a playoff team. No, I might get some disagreement on that, but actually no, I may bump them on potential wild cards. So don't dump me on that one. We got the Vikings. They're not gonna be as good as last year. I'll say they're flawed playoff makers at most, probably. Then we got the Rams. If Stafford's on the team, I haven't really looked at the NFL. I just watched the draft. I think if Stafford's healthy, they may have a chance at almost making it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And by the way, last time I made this video, I saw there was like a bunch of comments saying, do some research. I try as much as I can. And by the way, if you don't see me making videos, sorry, I'll get back to the point in a minute. If you don't see me making videos that often, it's probably because I'm kind of a lot more busy than I used to be. Let's just say that. Okay, we got the Buccaneers, who, of course, lost Tom Brady. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. Saints are probably going to top the division. So I'm going to say they almost make it, because last year they were like, what was the record? 8-9? Something like that. I think it might have been 7-10, I don't know. But yeah, they topped the division, which is horrible. And they barely topped it. Saints were like 6-11. Now we got the Lions. Last year they started off bad as usual, but they ended the season good. they're a potential wild card team. I don't care what nobody says. Jared Goff is a very good quarterback. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what anybody says in that comment section. Spam Jared Goff is trash all you want. But this guy's going to lead the Lions to a wild card in playoffs. Bears. They're still having a top 5 draft pick, being honest. Yeah, if I'm being honest, they're going to get a top 5 draft pick. Now I got the 49. Are they Super Bowl contenders? No, they're a playoff team. I don't care. Brock Purdy is flawed. And if y'all do that in the comment, I'll post this same tier list. I'll bump it down in here, so keep your mouth quiet. I'm not saying that. I'm only saying this to haters for all the fans that are watching this. I'm only saying this to haters. Well, I don't know. Brock Purdy's an okay quarterback or something, but they're just not Super Bowl contenders. They're kind of like a team that's just missing one piece, which is a quarterback. And trading away Jimmy Garoppolo to, of course, my Raiders. Honestly, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be a good quarterback. I don't care what nobody says. Sorry I'm saying that so much. But Jimmy Garoppolo, they just traded away a bunch of value right there, a bunch of potential right there. This guy led you to a Super Bowl. And you may have overthrew one pass, but your defense wasn't playing. But y'all were up 20-10. That's a 10-point lead in the Super Bowl, and y'all have the best defense in the league, apparently. That you also let Jarrett Stidham score, 31 points on? Yeah, sorry, y'all are not Super Bowl contenders at all. The Eagles, once again, actually they're probably Super Bowl favorites, honestly. Because I don't see the Chiefs winning it this year. I see the Eagles. They have young Jalen Hurts on their team. Patrick Mahomes has been playing. He might be saying he's still young, but and of course, yes, Patrick Mahomes still is pretty young, but he's starting to get he's getting older. Jalen Hurts still on his third year. He's still very young, so they're Super Bowl favorite. And now it's time for my Raiders. Yes, I'm excited for this. So, if someone else that's not a Raiders fan, yeah? Okay. So you might be, okay, yep, they're fraud playoff makers. They're not a Raiders fan. They're a potential wild card. That's what I'm going to say. You might be like, hey, that's still not pretty good for a Raiders fan. Might not be. But it's better than what I previously had them ranked at. If you haven't seen part 1, go check that video out. We got the Green Bay Packers. Of course, losing Aaron Rodgers to the Jets, that's going to hurt. So I'm going to say, sorry, my throat is itchy. I think they're almost going to make it, but not quite. They're missing a quarterback. I'm pretty sure they drafted one. Because, I don't know, they're just almost going to make it. Commanders, they have Taylor Heineke. I guess they're potential wild cards. I don't really have much to say about that team. They're kind of their own thing. Cardinals, they're still a potential top 5 draft pick for me. Steelers, so last time when I put them at missing playoffs, 5 to 8 wins, you guys raged in the comments. Y'all went crazy. Y'all raged in the comments. Y'all said Mike Tomlin's gonna make it. So I've come to my sense. I think he will. But at most, they're going to be flawed playoff makers. Come on. You Mike Tomlin fanboys. Okay, so now we got Bills. We got the Bills. They're a playoff team. You know, I don't want to put them as Super Bowl contenders because they usually choke in like the divisional round to a team like the Chiefs, maybe Bengals or Eagles. So they're a playoff team. I'm not going to put them any higher than that. Falcons. So, I don't know what to say for the Falcons. You know, they're kind of, For now, I'm going to put them a top 5 draft pick. You know, that's where I'm going to put them for now. I don't know. And you really don't know what they're really going to be like until you see the preseason with all the rookies in there. You got the Seahawks. Yeah, they're still potential wild cards. You got Geno Smith. You got good players on that team. They're probably, they're potential wild cards, just like last year. Well, they were potential for the whole year, and then they made it. Patriots. Patriots are fragile, so I'm just going to put them in almost make it. I don't want to hear anything about that pick. I mean, how do you let the Raiders come up? And what is Jacoby Myers going to pass it backwards to Chandler Jones? Yeah, sorry, y'all are. Y'all would be lucky if I put you up here, but no, you're down here. Browns. So the Browns, they're a pretty good team, I guess. But I think if they're gonna make it, no, they're not gonna make it. I could put them at flawed playoff, but I would put them at flawed playoff makers if they didn't have the Ravens and Bengals in their division. So they're gonna be an almost make it team at like 9-8 or something, maybe 8-9. So he got the Texans. They're definitely not down here this year. They picked up C.J. Stroud. They picked up Will Anderson Jr. Oh, let me go back to the Raiders for a second. They picked up my guy Tyree Wilson, who I really like. He's pretty good. Now back to the Texans. They picked up C.J. Stroud, and they got Will Anderson Jr. They be good. I don't think they're enough to be almost make it yet, so I may put them at top 5 draft pick, but they're definitely going to improve. See, obviously, they're Super Bowl contenders. I don't know, should I put them at Super Bowl favorite? I feel like there can only be one Super Bowl favorite. Yeah, I'm making them at Super Bowl contenders. Now we got the Dallas Cowboys. Ooh. Honestly, Dallas Cowboys, I feel like they're going to be potential wild card makers, then they're going to lose. And now we got the Chargers. They're flawed playoff makers, honestly. They might be like 11 or 6 or something. Even if like that type of record, they're flawed playoff makers because they're just going to give like another 27-0 lead or something. Here's the Jets. So the Jets were interesting last year. They started off as usual, but then 7-10 is what they finished at. So, I don't know what to say. I think they almost make it this year, but still, they're missing a couple pieces, quality pieces to make it. Panthers. They picked up Bryce Young. So, honestly, they picked up Bryce Young, right? And you're right. Oh, I actually don't know where to put him at. Honestly, I think they can almost make it. Yeah, they can almost make it, but almost make it like 8 or 9 or 7 or 10, something like that. tight ends drafting Will Levis. That was a big pick. And I didn't expect him to get drafted so late. So I guess they're potential wild card makers. If they didn't draft Will Levis, they're down here, but they're potential wild card makers. And I got the Colts. Anthony Richardson, I don't see him being too good, honestly. So I'm gonna put him in top 5 picks still. I don't see Anthony Richardson being too good for you. Now the last pick, the Jags. They're good, same as last year. I think they are again. Are they? Ooh, that's the potential. No, not number 1 pick. Okay, no, I was holding. So they're into potential playoff team but playoff teams or potential wild cards. I don't want to get too hype on the Jags, but kind of do at the same time. I'm gonna go playoff team. No. Oh, I don't. Yeah, they're playoff teams. I'm gonna keep it like that. Thanks for watching. Peace.